The man lay in the bathtub, ready to meet his maker, but a phone call interrupted his plan. It was his estranged sister. After all these years, she suddenly called, asking him to take care of her daughter. He hastily wrapped his wounds and rushed out the door. When the straighter girl walked out of the auditorium, she was met with a man who looked completely wrecked. She rattled off a list of her classes. He just listened in silence, then took her to school. She was raised in elite education, while he was the definition of failure. They had nothing in common. On the way home, neither of them spoke, both Saturday as far apart as possible. He dropped her off on time, just as she had instructed, but as soon as he got home, the phone rang again. His niece called. Her mom wasn't back yet. He hung up and rushed to his sister's house. Outside the door, a blonde woman was lingering. When she saw him approaching, she quickly left. He stepped inside. The girl had been waiting for a long time. She looked anxious. He reassured her, saying maybe her mom was just at a party, but she shook her head. Her mom was too disciplined for that. She never came home late. He had nothing to say, so he just sat there with her, keeping her company. Minute by minute, time passed. Exhausted, he downseat off. Then suddenly, the phone rang. The girl grabbed it immediately. Hearing that her mom was okay, she finally relaxed and handed him the phone. He took it and mentioned the woman at the door. His sister suddenly tensed up. She told him to take the girl and leave the house. Not knowing what was going on, he quickly got the girl out of there. They ended up at a fast food place. With nothing else to do, they started playing a Q&A game. She was too smart for him. He couldn't keep up, so he gave up. Then he opened up, told her stories about her mom when they were kids. They talked a lot, and little by little, they started getting along. That night, he took her home. Just as they were about to say goodbye, she hugged him, a silent embrace, a quiet acceptance, and before he left, his sister invited him over for dinner next Friday. For the first time in a long time, he felt the warmth of family again.